Hi, hello and welcome back to F1 Challenge VB. My name is Mephisto and our journey through the history of Formula 1 continues today with the 5th round of the 1970 season, the Dutch Grand Prix. It was held on the 21st of June. It had 24 entries, 20 of them took part in the race with 9 ending up retiring. The race was held over 80 laps and was completed in 1 hour 50 minutes and 44 seconds. Rindt started the race from pole, Stewart was 2nd, X 3rd, Eamon was 4th on the grid but retired on lap 2 with a clutch problem. Oliver started from 5th but retired on lap 23 with a broken engine, and Regazzoni started the race from 6th. Rindt had a fantastic race and went on to win the Dutch Grand Prix from Stewart, who crossed the line 30 seconds after Rindt. X also kept his starting position to finish 3rd, he was 1 lap down. Regazzoni moved from 6th into 4th, he was 1 lap down as well. Benoit went from 10th into 5th, he was also 1 lap down. And Surtees, who started the race from 14th, rounded off the top 6 and was also 1 lap down. X proved to be the fastest man of the race, posting a time of 1 minute 19.23 seconds. Greetings from the exciting Zandvoort circuit, where a lap starts off with a short sprint down into turn 1, a tight 180-degree banked right-hand hairpin. This is followed by turns 2 and 3, forming a medium-speed left-right chicane, followed immediately by turn 4, a tight 180-degree banked left-hand hairpin. This is followed by a series of fast kinks that lead into turn 7, a medium-speed banked right-hander. From here the track opens up until we reach turn 12, another medium-speed banked right-hander. This leads into turn 13, a fast right-hand sweeper that brings us around onto the main straight, and that is a lap around the Zandvoort circuit. And here we are in qualifying for the Dutch Grand Prix, coming around to set our first qualifying lap, a 1:26.397, which isn't all that good. That's over 10 seconds slower than Jean-Pierre Beltois' pole position, but hopefully we'll be able to improve on that. Not by much, a 1:24.112. It is faster, but not as fast as I would have liked it, as I come through turn 1 here and clip the... oh come on, what's it called? The curbing there, which flips my car upside down, and that is all for our qualifying. And here are the previous Dutch Grand Prix winners. The last time a Higgs won was in 1969, when Higgs Sr. managed to win the Dutch Grand Prix in his last ever season, so hopefully Oliver will be able to match that today. But anyway, we have Rindt on pole with X in 2nd, Jackie Stewart 3rd, 4th is Jean-Pierre Beltois, followed by Henri Pescarolo in 5th, and Ignacio Giunti rounding off the top 6. Then in 7th we have Pedro Rodriguez, followed by Jack Brabham in 8th. Graham Hill is 9th, followed by Denny Holm in 10th. And then in 11th we have Jackie Oliver with Joe Sifford in 12th. In 13th we have Ronnie Peterson, followed by John Surtees in 14th. 15th is Clay Regazzoni, followed by George Eaton in 16th. 17th is Bruce McLaren, Dan Gurney 18th. 19th is Chris Amon, John Love 20th, 21st is Peter Gethin, and Hubert Hanna is 22nd. In 23rd we have Emerson Fittipaldi, followed by Silvio Moser in 24th. 25th is Mario Andretti, followed by Peter de Klerk in 26th. 27th is Rolf Stommelen. 28th is François Sever, who is replacing Johnny Servoz-Gavin. Higgs 28th, 29th Andrea D'Adamic, 30th Andrea D'Adamic, 31st John Miles, and Pierce Carriage 32nd. So that is the grid lineup for today's race. Once again, hopefully this will be a good one. I'm really hoping for Oliver to do well here, and a good thing today, as I nearly crashed into that Team Gunston who is going very slowly. A good thing in today's video is that we once again will have replays, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm not sure what exactly has changed between this video and the last one, but we once again have replays, so that's very good. That, as I'm trying here to. But anyway, let's focus on the actual video, on what's happening as we take a look at a replay of the start. And there is someone who is stuck on the grid. It is a Lotus, not quite sure who it is, but we'll surely find out soon. As I'm trying to get around people, try to regain a couple of positions I lost when I got stuck behind the Team Gunston car. This is probably going to be a tough race, but Here's hoping. And here's a replay of John Miles, who has a problem with electrical problem, and he is stuck on the grid, so he can't even start the race. And towards the end of the lap, we see a bunch of cars all over the track. It looks like there's been a massive crash coming out of turn 12 there, as we take a look at a replay of Andrea Deadamic, who goes really wide through that right-hander, hits the wall and completely destroys his car, so he's out of the race. Then we have Dan Gurney coming through the penultimate corner here, kind of loses the back a little bit, and then gets collected by one of his teammates. He loses his rear left and he is out of the race. Next we have a replay of Jean-Pierre Benoit, who flips his car upside down, and well, that is pretty much it for his race, obviously. So he's not going anywhere fast like that. Now we have a replay of Ignazio Giunti going wide into turn 11 there, loses the car, crashes into the fence, loses his front wing, and he is out of the race as well. And here is Bruce McLaren coming through the penultimate corner, crashes into his teammate, wipes him out, and that is the end of McLaren's race and his teammate's race. And here I speed up the footage a little bit. McLaren there losing control of his car a little bit as he comes into the pits to retire from the Dutch Grand Prix. And here is a replay of Jochen Rindt, who apparently has some problems with his brakes. He also comes into the pits and he is out of the Dutch Grand Prix as well. So that was quite a start as we come around to start lap 2 and we move up into P20 first here. I almost got P20, but I couldn't quite outbrake Mario Andretti, who is in front of us. A little bit later on lap 2, I went wide through turn 7, and Stommelen managed to get ahead of us as we come through the penultimate corner, and there are a few more retirements that took place in this corner, and here is one of them. This is Pedro Rodriguez, who is coming through the penultimate corner, goes wide, flips his car upside down, and obviously that is the end of his Dutch Grand Prix. He's trying to get the car back onto four wheels, but it's not really possible. And here we see Henri Pescarolo coming into the pits to retire with a gearbox problem, so unfortunately that is the end of his race. And we are now starting lap 3, still trying to catch up to Stommelen as Francois Sever crashes into me and spins me around. I then try to get back into the race, but I get stuck on the curbing here as I'm now speeding up the footage to twice the speed, trying to get back into the race. Time is ticking away really quickly here, and I just cannot get the car back onto the track. I'm stuck here for good, but I really wanted to get back into the race, and after 55 seconds I managed to get back onto the track as the leader of the race goes ahead to lap me. So only on lap 3 and we've already been lapped. And here is a replay of what happened. Francois Sever braking late and crashing into me, spinning my car around, and that pretty much ruins my entire race. And I'm very happy as we come around to finish lap 3 because Francois Sever is out of the race, so serves him right, the French git. And here we see what he's done. He's going through the penultimate corner really fast, loses his car and crashes into the fence, loses his front wing, and then I think, yeah, Peter the Clerk came crashing into the rear of him. And that's the end of both of their races. So Sever is out and the Clerk is out as well. And here is a replay of Mario Andretti as well, who gets collected by, I think that's the AMS, and he gets flipped upside down, and that is the end of his race. Lap 4 now, and Hubert Hanna is out of the race as well. We are now in P20, so we will move up into P19 as we take a look at a replay of Hubert Hanna, who pulls to the side of the track and is out of the Dutch Grand Prix. Here is a replay of Jackie X as well, who comes through the penultimate corner, flips his car upside down, crashes into another car that's there, and well, that's the end of his race as well. And we also have a replay of Jackie Stewart, who apparently has a gearbox problem, but and that somehow leads into him crashing into another car, flipping his car upside down, and well, that's the end of his race. Lap 6, and I'm trying to let some people around me as I'm blue flagged here. I need to slow down completely because otherwise the AI doesn't want to pass me for whatever reason. And here is a replay of Clay Regazzoni coming around to set a new fastest lap and a new track record. A track record which has been held since 1958. So I think it was about time that someone broke the Maston Gregory's track record. Anyway, Chris Amon is now out of the race, so we shall move up into P16, and here is a replay of Amon coming through the penultimate corner, going wide, flipping his car upside down, and well, that's the end of his race. A lot of people did this. I'm not quite sure what's wrong with the AI coming into that corner, and there is Amon crashing into that advert, and he is out of the race. Lap 10 now, and Clay Regazzoni is out of the race, and also John Surtees. And here's a replay of Surtees first, who is coming through the penultimate corner there, flips his car upside down, and well, that's the end of his race. And here we have a replay of Clay Regazzoni, who is missing both of his wings. He's coming into the pits, and obviously that's the end of the Dutch Grand Prix for him. Lap 12 now, and Graham Hill is also out of the race. So that should move us up into P13 here. We're gaining a lot of positions, although none of them are through overtakes, they are thanks to people retiring. And here is a replay of Graham Hill, who apparently has a problem with his suspension. He pulls to the side of the track, and that is the end of his Dutch Grand Prix. Lap 13 now, and Emerson Fittipaldi is also out of the race, so that should move us into P12 as we take a look at a replay of Fittipaldi in his Lotus going wide through the penultimate corner, flipping his car upside down, just like pretty much everyone else, and that is the end of his race. Yeah, the AI doesn't really seem to like that corner. Anyway, we're moving on to lap 14, and Jack Brabham is out of the Grand Prix now, so that should give us one more position. And here is a replay of Brabham, who is missing his rear wing, so he pulls into the pits, and that is the end of his Dutch Grand Prix. And we also have a replay of Danny Holm, who also is coming into the pits. He's missing his front wing, but I'm pretty sure that even if the pits would work properly, back in these days you wouldn't be able to replace the front wing. So that is that, as we now move on to lap 26, my final lap, and as Jackie Oliver crosses the line to win the Dutch Grand Prix. So congratulations for Jackie Oliver in the yard lead there. Did pretty well to keep the car in one piece and win the Dutch Grand Prix, as we come ourselves around to complete the race in P10. And here are the results. Jackie Oliver wins, George Eaton second, Siffert third, fourth, John Love fifth, Peter Geffen, and sixth is Ronnie Peterson. Once again, Clay Regazzoni managed to post the fastest lap of the race, and not only that, but a new track record. As we now take a look at the retirements, only 10 people were able to finish this race, so less than 1/3 of the people who started, which isn't all that good, as I kind of lose control of the car here on the cooldown lap, which is quite odd. Anyway, let's move on, and here are the career statistics. This was Oliver's 5th Grand Prix. His best start is from 25th, has no pole positions, has set one fastest lap. His best finishes in first, has completed 4 races, 2 of them in the points, has won 1 Grand Prix, hasn't won a Monaco Grand Prix yet, hasn't won a championship either, has scored a total of 11 points, has retired once, has experienced 106 out of 124 laps, has experienced 106 out of 124 laps, has no bronze trophies, no silver trophies, 1 gold trophy, and as an extension 1 podium. And here is a quick look at the championship standings. Pedro Rodriguez is still leading the championship, with Hubert Hanna and Jackie Oliver sharing 2nd, Oliver Higgs is 4th, Pierre Skerridge and Mario Andretti sharing 5th. The last person with points is Jackie Stewart down in 18th, and bringing up the bottom of the driver standings is Francois Sever down in 34th. So those are the drivers. Let's now move on to the constructors, where we have Yardley Team BRM extending their lead in the championship, with Hubert Hanna racing in 2nd, Pete Lovely Volkswagen Incorporated 3rd, 4th is shared between Frank Williams Racing Cars and STP Corporation, 6th is shared between Team Gunston and Gold Leaf Team Lotus. The last team with points are Colin Crab racing down in 13th, and bringing up the bottom of the Constructors Championship are Team Surtees down in 19th. So that was the Dutch Grand Prix. Not a very good result for Andy or Volkswagen, but you know, at least we managed to complete the race. That little incident with Francois Sever was quite annoying, especially since I got stuck on the curbing there and I couldn't get the car back into the race as quickly as I wanted to. So that pretty much ruined my race, even though I didn't have too much pace. I think that if that incident didn't take place, I would have been in a better position, but such is the name of the game, so all I can do now is put it behind me and look forward to the next race, which is the French Grand Prix. We are once again returning to the absolutely fantastic Clermont-Ferrand circuit. I'm looking forward to this race. I really love racing there. It's a fantastic circuit, quite technical and quite a fun circuit, really. So yeah, looking forward to the French Grand Prix. But that is the end of this video, so don't forget to vote for next season's team. Link, as always, is in the description. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay sharp.